Segment 3 of this show. And if you didn't watch segment 2, you missed all the Thanksgiving Day picks. And you missed out on a lot of turkey, and mashed potatoes, and cranberry sauce, and pumpkin pie, and what else is there? Dinner rolls with butter.
Green beans.
Green bean casserole with French fried onions and everything. Everything nice. Audience? Yes. LOL at you guys. But anyway, to the Sunday games, which, if I were a fan of any team that was playing on Sunday of this week, I'd be like, oh man, I want to see my team play on Thanksgiving. But anyway, Cleveland against Jacksonville.
Truly, right now, I am amazed Jacksonville has 2 wins. Again, they somehow ended up beating Houston, which, again, I'll come back to that one later, because I'm still impressed by that one. But good job for Jacksonville. They got their 2nd win of the year. They're trying to play a little better than they seemed like they were playing at the beginning of the year, trying to get that 1 win. And now they are stepping up to play a little bit, as now they're playing a Cleveland team this week who is also struggling after they took, like I mentioned a little on the last segment, took a big loss to Pittsburgh last week. And right now, this Cleveland team is trying to find something. They are struggling very bad right now. And Jacksonville is on a little bit of an uprising right now, trying to get something going here. That's why I think I'm going to go with the upset here and have Jacksonville take down Cleveland. I feel like this Jacksonville offense is going to do something this week as Jones-Drew is doing something now as in the backfield and starting to get some yards for him. And Chad Henning is having a couple good games right now too. So I think Jacksonville is going to have the power and be able to take them down.
You know, I will admit that last week, I originally picked Jacksonville to win that game and switched it. And here's how I felt. When Jacksonville got that win. I have a feeling that they are making a run. And look out for this team in a couple years. If they don't move to London. And even if they do move to London, look out. I'm still going to go with Cleveland beating Jacksonville. I have a feeling if they're going to get another victory, it's going to be next week. As they play the Texans next week at home
this time, yeah.
on Thursday night. Which, believe it or not, that's looking to be a good game between 2 bad teams. I think Cleveland wins this one 21-17. As I told you after they got their first win, they're looking to do something. They look like a better team than they did the first half of the year.
I'd also like to mention this is the first time I picked Jacksonville all season, so
It is.
There you go, Jacksonville. Go Tebow.
And like I said, I had Jacksonville last week and I switched it on the show. This time I'm going to stay with Cleveland, but look out for Jacksonville. They could prove me wrong here, and I wouldn't be surprised. Indianapolis against Tennessee.
Well, Tennessee again last week, I thought it was pretty much an impressive win to me to Oakland because I didn't think they were going to be able to beat the Oakland Raiders, but they went in. It is good for Tennessee fans. Is now they're at a 5-6 record, all tied up with everybody else in the AFC, and now they're going to be playing an Indianapolis team who I don't know where they happened to them last week. They looked like they just got shot in the foot early and
Arizona
yes. Came to play.
Arizona basically said, "Hey Colts."
So they had a couple little friends, I feel like, in that game. they pounded the Colts. I believe it was 40-11 at the end of the game. And right now, if you're Indy, they gotta be a little bit mad. But I feel like you see some weaknesses in this team now after that loss. As Andrew Luck, had one of his worst games I feel like of the season last week, and now he's playing a Tennessee team who kind of might be have a little bit of confidence coming in because now they're thinking, hey, we're in a playoff position. We can still make this. That was funny, Bob. But right in this game, it's going to be a close one. I'm going to say that right now. I believe Indy's going to win this in the late minutes, though. And they're going to take this one 20-17.
Well, after all those sound bites, yes. Indianapolis, and we both picked that, did not play well against Arizona. And the Cardinals are surprisingly that team that's under the radar that nobody really is looking at, like I discussed last week, that's really good. And of course, who's their coach? Bruce Arians. Who was the Colts coach when Pagano went down with leukemia? Bruce Arians. So look out for those Cardinals. But anyway, the Colts, Tennessee. Tennessee is ready for this game, I think, but I do think that Indy is going to come out mad and they're going to come out swinging. And Nicole will like this to T.Y. Hilton. Look to Hilton. Look for a couple touchdowns in this game. And look for some major fantasy points.
I hope so.
Just like the Houston game when Kubiak went down with his warning stroke.
Hopefully I actually change my fantasy team this week instead of leaving 3 spots wide open.
No boy. Indy will beat Tennessee in this one 31-21. But look out for those Tennessee Titans, even though they lost to the Jags. The Jets against Miami.
Well, you had a Miami team last week who almost shocked the world, I believe, as they almost took down the Carolina Panthers, who we all thought was on a huge streak with Carolina.
And let me explain. I thought the Saints were playing Carolina this week. That was a reason why I picked Miami on the show, but as I told Cole, the next day I switched my pick, and I won, surprisingly.
Yeah, but Miami again here, they got maybe a little bit of confidence after that loss, but it's still a loss to them, and they're playing pretty good for a team that had all the struggles they had.
And they couldn't go incognito anymore, very much.
Without their offensive line, they were doing pretty good. 2 of their offensive line, they were doing pretty good. And now they're playing a Jets team who, again, now are kind of back on a down streak here again as they lose to Baltimore. I don't think it was a big score loss for Jets, if I remember correctly, but Jets again on an up and down streak, and Rex Ryan came in this week saying that Geno Smith is his starting quarterback and he gives him the best chance of winning this week after everybody questioning him after his stats. I believe he's 8 touchdowns and 18 interceptions this season so far.
Typical for a rookie, I think.
Yeah, but... And this one, I believe it's another close one here. Just because Miami can also be up and down at points, and both teams are at a 5 and 6 and trying to fight for a playoff spot as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the Jets had a little bit of momentum, but they had a little bit of an edge over Miami. And I believe Geno Smith will have a good game in this one. And they'll start going up on the roller coaster and be going down next week. I got that feeling. And this year we are not going to see a butt fumble, I don't believe. But I would love to see one anyways. Geno Smith would make me happy. But again, the Jets are going to win this one 23-17.
Back to the butt fumble. Last week in the first half of the Patriots game, and we'll get to that. In the next one. They almost played like the Jets did on Thanksgiving night. They almost compare. But anyway, the Jets are a team that 1 week they're on cloud 9, and the other week they're eating Greene's tofurkey. As Mike and Mike was saying this morning, if you watched. Can I have some tofurkey? Ew! Anyway, that's how the Jets were like last week against Baltimore, surprisingly. Tofurkey? Ew! But this week I think you're going to see them eating the prize Tom turkey. Although they will not play like the prize Tom turkey they did against the Saints. This game is at home, and they're good at home. I think the Jets win this one 28-13. And there will be more questions in the Miami locker room, probably. And Rex Ryan will probably have another 15 pounds on him before he takes the sidelines as he eats 2 turkeys. Over under on how many turkeys Rex Ryan eats. I'm going to say 2.
I'll say 3. On a good day.
And of course, people are like, on Rex Ryan eating turkeys. Pretty much. Houston against New England.
Guess who is missing who now?
Plot twist!
Yes, I'm so excited to see that. Last week, the New England Patriots took down Broncos and Wes Walker.
He misses you!
Yeah, you can't say anything against me anymore. I'm so happy. That's so exciting to me. And after a great game last week, which New England took up in overtime, thanks to Wes Walker, because I feel like he's still a part of the team now, because he kind of helped them out, because I had a punt last week in overtime. Wes Walker forgot to call poison, and it hit one of his players, and New England covered on the 20-yard line. So,
I bet you if that does not happen, I think that game ends in a tie.
yes, I believe you on that one. That would have ended in a tie, I feel like. Unless Tom Brady had some magic at the end of the game, like he can usually do, and somehow get the win. But, again, good job for New England. They took down the top team in the AFC, and now they are playing a very, 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 very horrible Houston team right now. Which,
Once again,
yes, Houston, we do have a problem because you let me down 2 weeks in a row now. What's up with this? I don't know if I can pick you guys anymore. I feel horrible. You lost to Jacksonville. Come on now. And I think they were home in that one as well. You lost to Jacksonville, which is very impressive and very shocking to me. And I think both of Jacksonville's wins this year have been on the road. And that too, sad little noises right there. But back to the game now here. New England is going to rape the Houston Texans, I believe, in this one. Pretty much it sums it up. I'll be Tom Brady after the game while he's jumping up and down, screaming, and making those awesome faces that he always does. But again, anyways, I feel like New England's gonna win this one 41-10. And I believe they're right now in a big chance to take the number one seed in this AFC.
you know, as I soundbited just a second ago, Houston has a problem. Houston has a big problem. You lost to Jacksonville! That's basically how the sideline and the fans of Houston are like. I once had 2 Houston Texans tickets on the windshield of my car. Now I have 6. I agree with Cole. New England will win this game, and who knows what could happen afterwards. New England 34. Houston 10. Pretty much. Segment 4, or 3 if you forgot the Thanksgiving show, is up next.